2K Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the beautiful Pacific Palisades in California, it's the first round of the Genesis Invitational. I'm Andrew Catalan, joined by 2002 PGA champion Rich Beem and Luke Elvey, and we've got Henny Koyak and John McCarthy down on the course. And Rich, we're set up for a great week here at Riviera Country Club. The stars will be out. What makes this place so special?
Andrew, this is probably my favorite golf course on tour by a long shot. Does it get any better than this? For me, it doesn't. I think it's just a mixture of the holes. You have an easy par 5 to start off with, and you got a brutish par 4 right after that. It gives and it takes. But at the end of the day, you just cannot wait to play it, no matter how good you play or how poorly you play, because it's so much fun being out there. You kind of sometimes get lost that, I'm not playing that great, but man, I feel like I'm in heaven right now. It's great.
Henny, what do you see in this putt?
This has got loads of movement right to left, this one.
This putt starts on a good line.
Yeah, that works. Nicely done.
After that hole, our featured player is in second place, just behind Rory McIlroy. Let's go out to the par 4 second.
Nice birdie in the last hole for a change. First one of the day. They needed it desperately. Now, next hole, looking for more.
All right, Henny, what does this look like?
Setting up here from about 195 yards.
That's a golf clap right there. Well done. He's got this left for birdie. As we move on to the next hole, how about this leaderboard? A tie at the top between our featured player and Rory McIlroy.
Moving up the leaderboard. I like it.
Wow, he's going to like that one.
Let's go to our man John on the ground. There's something brewing down there. Let's find out what it is.
Hey guys, we're checking in with Will Zalatoris as he gets set for his next shot here on the 11th.
Going with pitching wedge here. That's a great approach shot into this third green, and now a birdie putt coming up. Okay, let's update the leaderboard, and after that hole, the tie is broken. We have a solo leader. On the tee on the 4th hole.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Those are the shots you practice at the range over and over, and boy, does it pay off here. This putt for a birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead.
Fantastic start right out of the gates.
Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off on it.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, A simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Yeah, good safe shot this one. And that should find the surface. After a quick look at the leaderboard, our featured player is on top with Rory McIlroy in second. The par 3-6, one of the most magnificent holes, not only at Riviera Country Club, but in all of golf. Opting for the 6-iron. You love watching people play the game when it's like this. It looks so easy.
I tell you, you just dream about days like today. Greens and regulations, spot on all day. Awesome.
Our leader is currently enjoying a 4-stroke advantage.
Over to the par 4 7th hole.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the Barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Finishing off the birdie. Let's take a look at the leaderboard. Our featured player is up by 5. A par 4 here. Oh, I can hear the golf claps around the course. All right, John, what do you have for us?
Hello up there. We are checking in down here with Lydia Ko as she gets set for her next shot here on the 12th.
Henny, what can you tell us about this shot?
I can see the 125-yard marker just nearby.
A lot to like about that one. A putt from 9 feet.
This for a birdie.
The putt goes in, and that cushion is getting wider. Our featured player still sits atop the leaderboard. Over to hole number 9. It's a par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Let's see what Will Z was up to earlier today.
4th shot here.
All right, let's get back to the action. And just a tap in left for birdie. The putt goes in, and the lead continues to grow. And with that, he moves to 9 under par. Now to the 10th hole. It's a par 4.
This hole is so important at this critical time. Go for it, lay it back. How much do you trust your swing?
That's a good one to build momentum on. That is a very useful shot with par back in play. Okay, the putt goes in. Time for the next hole. Our featured player likes the way the leaderboard is shaking out, currently in first place.
That dog will hunt.
He's setting up for his second shot. Well, that's a tremendous shot and sets up a wonderful opportunity.
Always like the aggressive play, going for it in two and get rewarded for it.
And Henny, what's he looking at for this putt?
It's a long one, 44 feet.
Oh, looks to have chosen a pretty good line. Started that well right. So close. Yeah, that's well judged. He had the right line there.
Always nice when you can just go ahead and tap one in for birdie. Sitting at minus 11 for the day. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par fours, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
There's a slope here, and it's going to go right to left on the slope.
Let's head out and take a look at one of the highlights from on the course. Well, that's going to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. And that'll see him remain in the same spot on the leaderboard.
Well, our leader has already bolted, currently way out in front of the pack.
Oh, that was mashed.
Playing this shot from around 120 yards.
Has got this thing dialed in here, looking good.
It's just about 3 feet away.
Leading by a potentially insurmountable 11 strokes after that one. Not sure why I said potentially. Well, that really puts our leader way out in front of the pack now, and it's only the first round.
Going with the 6-iron here. Pay attention, folks. That's how you play golf. Just outside 10 feet to the hole here, right on 11 feet to be exact. Always nice to hold those for a birdie. And that'll ensure he remains in first place.
That really puts the leader way out ahead of the rest of the pack, and it's only the first round.
That's a pretty good shot right there. The second at 15. This is a 9-iron on the way. Not a bad result right there. This could be a big momentum putt. It's for birdie. He makes the putt and extends his lead. Things are still looking good for our featured player in first place on the leaderboard. We've made our way to a par 3. Going with 8-iron here. This putt has a length of 15 feet. Henny, your green side. What do you see in this putt?
Yeah, this putt's going to just veer off to the right-hand side.
That one goes in. Let's check out the 17th. It's a par 5.
At all costs, do not hit it in that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. Anywhere to the left, even in the rough left, is just fine. From there, your next shot should be laid up out to the right-hand side. Third shot, straight back up the hill with some kind of wedge. It can be an easy birdie if you get the distance on your third shot spot on. If you get it wrong, however, you could have some issues.
That's how you take on a par 5.
Using the big muscles to get it home in 2 there.
Well, if this went down, we'd call it a bomb. Okay, some distance here. Opportunity here and a good-looking putt. And after that hole, still in front on the leaderboard. Out to the 18th tee.
Tee shot up the hill. Fairway tilts significantly from left to right. Missing it out to the right is a massive no-no. You'll be blocked out by a bunch of eucalyptus trees that you cannot hit that through. Second shot is to a green that actually tilts away from the players, not towards them, even though the second shot is uphill. Green is historically one of the firmest on the golf course, and getting it close is nearly impossible. It is a heck of a finishing hole.
The club choice is a 6-iron. The mission is simple here. He has to get up and down. The way you finish a birdie on the closing hole. And folks, at the end of this first round, he's going to find himself in first place. Not bad, Rich.
Who doesn't like to be the leader? It's always good. No matter the first round, you'd rather have it the last round, though. But I got to say, good start.
Well, that will do it for today. For all of us here at 2K Sports, I'm Andrew Catalan. Thanks for watching.